neighborhood councils in the government of this city? And how will your office define its relationship with the neighborhood councils in your district?
We'll start with, since you ended, we'll start with Ms. Diaz.
What do I think of the neighborhood councils? I think the neighborhood councils are important because it provides community involvement, engagement, and also communication. The neighborhood councils serve to provide information as it pertains to the district, whether it's transportation, housing, small business, big business, infrastructure, environment. Without the neighborhood councils, the voice of the people would not be heard. So I do agree that they are an asset to the district, and we need them in all communities.
Councilman?
Thank you. Well, when I first got elected to the City Council back in 2005, the neighborhood councils were still fairly young, and I've been one of the most ardent supporters of the neighborhood council system. Here in the city of LA, we have one of the most awesome participatory democracy infrastructures anywhere in the country. We don't have, big other cities in the country don't have this, and it's great to see residents, constituents involved in city government. And I've done things to not only strengthen the neighborhood councils, but to make them function better. So for example, when people were coming in, buying a cup of coffee and voting in local neighborhood council, which we called the Starbucks stakeholders, we changed that. Now you have to have a consistent, ongoing relationship with that community. So people who have an investment in the community are voting. That was my initiative. Now we're looking for things to do so that we allow places like Herman, Skid Row, and other areas that have been part of other neighborhood councils to have some say as well in these larger neighborhood councils to give specific neighborhoods a say. So I've been one of the most strongest supporters in council. We will continue to do that. Neighborhood councils play a tremendous role. And every time someone wants my opinion on a project or anything else, I tell them, go speak to the neighborhood council. We want their advice first.
Supervisor?
You know, it's interesting. Way back when I left the city council, they were talking about the neighborhood councils, and it was a mixed bag at that time, but really everybody felt that there would be an opportunity, particularly on the issues of development at that point in time. And it's interesting, I think up to date it's been kind of a mixed bag overall. There are some unbelievably terrific leaders within our neighborhood councils, and there are some that are still doing a lot of petty battling in between each other. But for me, it's one of the great advisors that you have, an opportunity for people who are doing their work, people who take it seriously and participate in so many aspects of it. But I hope that is never going to be a buffer between me and talking directly to the community, myself, and trying to find those opportunities to make sure that we incorporate all of the voices that are there. I applaud the leadership, I applaud the work that is being done all of the time, but it is one of the voices that is there. It is one that is very thoughtful, those that are working well, and then hopefully it is an opportunity to continue to engage and include them as stakeholders as we start talking about the dramatic changes necessary.
Arroyo Seco, neighborhood